Hi everyone, so I'm going to be going over the recipe for the Sun Warrior Protein Super Duper Chocolate Cookie, Super Protein Cookie. So I'll be showing you what I'm putting in it and how we're going to make this. So this Sun Warrior Protein, it's a raw rice protein. You can get it at most good health food stores around Toronto. So we'll take a look at what we're putting in here. Alright, so I'm actually using the chocolate brand. There's another kind that has other additional things like cranberries and some other protein sources. I tried that one and it didn't work very well. So this is the best one to make the cookies out of. So you want the chocolate one, just regular chocolate, gluten-free, 83% protein, hypoallergenic, non-GMO from sprouted whole grain brown rice. Cool. So what we have one 1 3/4 cups of the Sun Warrior protein. So this is actually the main meat of the cookies. There's no flour in this at all. I'm going to be adding about a tablespoon of hemp seeds. And these, I got these at Ambrosia too. These are dark chocolate covered quinoa. I'm going to be adding about 4 tablespoons of almond butter. That's the organic almond butter. And I added a half cup of raw organic coconut oil. I'm going to be using some flax seeds here and also some almonds and pecans. I decided those are the nuts I had around available. I'm actually going to be using my sort of pseudo slap chopper thing to make these up. So I'm going to be chopping the flax almost into a powder, and I'm just going to be chopping these up so they're like crunchy. There was already stevia inside that's how this is sweetened, but I'm going to add a little bit more, and I'm going to use the best kind, which is the organic leaf stevia. So that's the raw organic stuff there. So we're going to throw all these things together, and we're going to mix this up until it's a good paste. So I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Alright, so I've just got the rice protein there right now. So I'm just going to be adding in all the almond butter. So that's about 4 tablespoons there, healthy portion of almond butter. And we're going to do just a level tablespoon of hemp seeds, not too many of those because they can be a little bit more. They can have a pretty strong flavor sometimes. I'm going to be throwing in the little dark chocolate covered quinoa. And what I'm going to do with these now, I'm going to use our little slap chopper machine here. And I'm just going to fill this up with some almonds and pecans. About that many so far. Slap it down. Good. So you don't want the pieces too big, obviously. Something like that should be good. Now I'm going to do the flax as well. This one I'm going to quite a bit. That's all the dry ingredients. And now the key is we're going to add in the coconut oil. And we're just going to add just over a cup of water. And I have done this inside my Vitamix blender as well. And it's always a problem trying to scoop it out of the bottom. It does get very, very thick and pasty when you're mixing it up. But sometimes it is quite a labor if you're doing this manually. So as you can see, we're kind of working our way in there. Still a little bit of extra liquid, so I'm just going to keep working at it until it's kind of like a smooth, consistent sort of paste. So we're getting there, but I think I am going to add in the rest of the water. So it's just a little over 1 cup of water. And we'll just keep mixing away. This is sort of the end result. So it's kind of pasty, thick, gooey, like that. That's kind of what it should look like. So, like I say, it's already kind of sweet, but I am going to add a little bit. Stevia's pretty sweet on its own, but I'm just going to add about this much of the raw organic stevia. So we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of that in just to make it a little bit sweeter. That's probably enough right there already. So I'm just going to mix that in, and then I'll show you the next step. You got your cookie sheet. I've got the oven on at about 375 degrees. You want that preheated first. So now you got your paste here, you're just going to dollop out a little blob of it. Stick it on the cookie sheet and make it into a cookie. So that's about it. So there it is. Hope you can see that alright. So I'm going to make some smaller ones, some bigger ones, try to fill that all up. Usually when I make the amount that I make, it fits more than on this. I'm going to throw a couple more into that one and shove it all in the oven. Alright, so we're just going to toss these guys onto the top rack of the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. And that should be it. Okay, the buzzer just went off. So that's it. Your Sun Warrior cookies.